Hey, Seka!
Coffee first.
Of course!
Yo, I like you, Normie Seka. You're pretty cool.
Yeah, I love you, Seka. So anyways, I was wondering, who's the best 4-star in the game?
Oh, it's Bennett. Yeah, everyone knows. It's always going to be Bennett.
Yeah, but what about Ninggaung?
Oh.
You forgot, didn't you?
I don't forget my waifus.
Yeah, you forgot.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Sekapoko here, bringing you another Genshin Impact video. For this video, I forgot about Ninggaung, and there's a huge indirect buff to Ninggaung that has actually happened in 1.3. So we're gonna go over it in this video. So let's jump into it.
Hello, Bennett. You thought you were the most powerful 4-star in the game with your adventure time, and you're sure you can. But now, there is a new challenger called Ninggaung, the master of the universe, and she's the waifu. We will fight for the honor of the best 4-star in the game. But now, I have a new supporter. And with my new supporter, Bennett, no one can defeat me. You are a bitch! I don't need you anymore, Bennett. I have Daddy. Oh.
But Ninggaung, I want to help you. I'm a real boy.
They call that the solo jade screen. But now, true power. Mommy Daddy combo.
That one and that one. Okay, guys, so I'm going to be doing a floor 12 run with just 2 units. I'm going to be using Zhongli and Ninggaung. So an explanation of what is going on here, if you are a little bit newer to the game, is essentially there has been a buff to Ninggaung, which is kind of like an indirect buff that's placed in the game in patch 1.3. In patch 1.3, the 2 things that got buffed were the Geo Resistance and the buff to the Jade Shield for Zhongli. Zhongli's Jade Shield is going to lower physical resistance by 20%, but also now reduce elemental resistance by 20%. Now, in the game, before 1.3, there was no way to reduce Geo Resistance at all. There was no factors in the game to reduce it, and this is the first reduction factor to Geo that there was ever implemented. And because of that, you're able to reduce all enemies surrounding your Ninggaung or whatever character you're using that's using Geo by 20%, which is a massive bump to Geo in general. One of the reasons Geo felt really underpowered before is because every other type of element in the game, you could actually reduce elemental resistance on using a Viridescent Werner set, and by doing that, you were able to boost your damage in a pretty heavy fashion. But Geo was the only element in the entire game that didn't have an ability to do that in any way or indirect way. Now with the new Zhongli buff, there is a way to do it. On top of that, as I mentioned, the new Geo Resonance has a buff to it. And the new Geo Resonance actually improves your total amount of damage by 15% while you have a shield up. It also improves your shield strength, and in addition to that, lowers Geo Resistances by 20%, which means that you now can do an additional negative 40% to all enemies while using Geo attacks. Now, this is a huge bump to Geo characters because while using a Geo Resonance, you can very heavily boost your damage. The similarity I would make here is that the total buff that you're getting is very close to that of what you would get for Superconduct while using it for pretty much any team. Superconduct is one of those things that is really powerful for many physical teams, but now you have a perma Superconduct up while using a Geo Resonance and Zhongli. So that's a negative 40%, just like Superconduct for physical teams, but now you have it for Geo teams up 100% of the time. Now, the thing that people don't like about physical teams is you can't really use reactions or elemental reactions in order to boost your damage, and Geo is basically under that same category. But the main difference between Geo teams and physical teams is that you could actually reduce reduce all physical resistance by whatever factor you wanted to. And because you could reduce physical resistance by whatever factor you wanted to, it became a really easy way to boost Phys damage. With characters like Jin Yang getting into the mix and Super Conduct, it was really easy. But now that Geo is on the same par, Geo is more balanced toward an elemental damage that can do very, very large amounts of damage to enemies. The other thing to know is that there are very few enemies in the game that have heavy Geo resistance. Enemies like Ruin Guards in the game have a very large amount of physical resistance at 70% physical resistance, but as you can see, they actually only have a 10% Geo resistance on the side of things. When you're looking at other characters in the game, there are other characters that do have heavy Geo resistance, like the Geo Hatchling, the Geo Resistance Hatchlings. These ones, of course, had 50% Geo resistance, and they made it so that they had 30% physical resistance, so they now only have about 10% Geo resistance with this buff up now. The same can be true of the new Geo Vishap enemies that are out in the open world. The Primo Geo Vishap, that is the new boss that's been introduced in the world as well. So close. Enemies like the Stonehide Lava Turtle, you can actually now even start doing damage to that had 70% Geo resistance. You'll all start doing much more damage to. This is one of the reasons that Geo felt very underpowered in open world mechanics. And open world enemies like all Sam Turtles, Hello Turtles, Slimes, whatever it may be, of course, will now have negative 20% physical Geo resistance after you apply debuffs to them in the open world. This gives you a massive bump to your damage and your open world damage and many, many domain sets of damage. All right, so for artifacts for Ning, of course, I'm still rocking the same shit I was rocking months ago. I have crap, like nothing like god tier on artifacts. I have some like decent. This piece seems amazing. This piece right here. I got this piece here, and I kind of stole Zhao's headpiece a little bit because I don't have a better one. I think I might have a glad headpiece. Like I use this one, and it might get a little bit more damage because I don't really get it 6.6%. I'll get a little more damage on that. Anyways, but yeah, that's basically it. For total stats, I'm running 58% crit chance and 174 crit damage, 122 energy recharge, and a buttload of geo damage. So yeah, that's basically it. Weapon, I'm rocking Lost Prayer. When I'm not rocking that, I do just fine with the Memory of the Dust, but I need a little bit more crit chance, so I just kind of like gotta like get down to about 130 crit damage, and then about 50% crit, and then on Solar Pearl is the other weapon I use, so I alternate between all three. But in this showcase, we're using Lost Prayer because I want the crit rate. Zhang, right now I'm rocking 2-piece Geo, 2-piece Noblesse, the 2-piece New Geo over here, these ones right here, this one here, and this one right here. Same pieces I was rocking before. Just a little bit better, and of course we got a Skyward Spine level 80 because I need to upgrade it. I probably should upgrade this thing and we'll get a lot more damage in because I'm lazy. His talents are at 8, and then Ning's talents are at 8. This is 6, and this is 7, I believe. And then over here on Mona, these ones here, and Ganyu is still at 6, 6, and 6. Because that if I just upgrade this, I'll probably 6-star that easy. Alright guys, my name's Sekapoko. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, we're doing a giveaway today if you haven't noticed. If you're watching this sometime right after I post it. We're doing it live on Twitch. So if you want to join us for the next few hours there, twitch.tv/Sekapoko. See you there. And don't forget to like, subscribe, all the fun stuff. And you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace.